Kamal Bey, 77 kilos, Greco-Roman wrestling, 2024 Olympian. My father got me introduced to wrestling. I started wrestling when I was 3 years old. He just picked me up one day and we were outside of a gym when I woke up. During that time, we were starting in the Greco season. When I started wrestling in the off season, I was already learning Greco-Roman wrestling and it ended up becoming my favorite. Just the excitement, it can be a fast-paced match, it can be slow-paced, getting into positions to throw people, just the hard out grind of a fight, you know. When I started wrestling, I just always wanted to be the most exciting wrestler. Score your points, don't leave anything on the table, wrestle your match. And then I sort of had to tweak that dream of mine of being the most exciting wrestler ever to being the most exciting, you know, best wrestler ever. You know, like not just going out there doing cool stuff, but doing cool stuff and looking good and winning while you're doing it. Wrestling has introduced me to so many people. This made me very much an extrovert. Like I talk to everybody, you know, try to see what's up with everyone. So yeah, wrestling is a big part of my identity. I learned a lot in high school, actually, you know, how to be a good teammate, how to be a good practice partner. We were good enough that we were the #1 team in the country for 2 years straight. So everywhere I looked around the room, I was just competing against the best. So inevitably, it just led me into the direction where I went and chose Greco full time. I was approached by the national team coach for the Olympic Training Center, Matt Linlin. He came to my high school when I was 17 years old and asked me what I thought about wrestling Greco full time. So at that point, I knew that I'm probably good at Greco and I can be even better. My senior year of high school, I moved out to Colorado Springs and I got to live with T.C. Dantzler, another Olympian who competed at the 2008 Olympic Games in Beijing. During that time living with him, he trained me. We worked a lot on Greco. After him, I moved into the Olympic Training Center and I got to work with Olympians like Momir Pekovic, Chris Saba, and just so many other people. My dad pretty much just did the best he could to put me in the best position to win. And the World Class Athlete program is my family, man. They've done a lot of things for me. It was an easy decision, honestly. You know, you want to go and compete against the best. And I knew what I was lacking was just, you know, teammates who were professional, who were going to show up every day. And then once I got that, you know, I started winning my international matches again. I started becoming competitive and you know, not just, you know, going out there and wrestling these guys, but beating like top contenders. So it pushes you, you know, like being in a tough room makes you a tough person. So like other things that I do in life are just like extremely easy. You know, I love it as an athlete. You know, professionalism is everything. So, you know, having a group of guys and girls who show up every day, who compete against each other every day, who are qualified to be there, I think it's a huge advantage opposed to, you know, people who might just like get an opportunity to just come in and stuff like that. You know, everybody earned the right to be there. The responsibility that Army has, accountability and stuff, like, you know, I wake up in the morning, I get stuff done, take care of, you know, what's going on in my home before I go out and venture out in the world and I take care of the stuff I need to do out. I'm a leader to my teammates, I'm a leader to my brothers, I'm a leader to my sisters. But, you know, just helping people become better people is what we do at WCAP. One of the best decisions I ever made in my life. I was telling people the other day that, you know, it's no doubt that we're a leg grabbing nation, but, you know, wrestling is wrestling. And if we get the same support that men's freestyle, women's freestyle has, undoubtedly, like, the sport will grow. Like, a lot of times, the matches that we lose is just like, there's no justice there in, you know, with the ref and the officiating and the calling. But instead of like saying that, you know, Greco-Roman wrestlers are bad in the U.S., Greco-Roman wrestlers suck in the U.S., you need to, you know, help support and, you know, get them to, you know, admit their mistakes. You know, I don't think it's enough of that, you know, honesty. And as far as where Greco-Roman is going, you know, we just got to have people we just have to participate. We have to have people, you know, succeed, win matches, and you're going to see us take off. Create more tournaments, participate in it, you know, actually watch a tournament, you know, not just like individual matches, so you can understand Greco, you can learn Greco-Roman, and, you know, potentially be a part of it.
The tournament, I think I wrestled really well. Getting back out there after the Olympic qualifier, I didn't do so well. So, you know, just kind of like flipping the switch, trying to find opportunities to win. Now that that's complete, you know, I'm just kind of getting ready for May. You know, got a lot of people to take out, so.
I felt great during that tournament. You know, I love it when there's a huge crowd. Penn State did a good job of just, you know, selling out the crowd. My teammates, they all looked so good, and we all were repping U.S. Army, so I had a lot of support. You know, teammates backing me up, family backing me up because they showed up. In Olympic trials, I just wanted to be dominant. I wanted redemption. I wanted to be the one to qualify the weight. And moving on to the world qualifier in Istanbul. Istanbul happened in, I believe, early May towards mid-May. So I did a better job of my weight management, and I was on weight 2 days early for the tournament. I ended up getting like something where the doctors had to prescribe me medicine where it was causing me to retain water. So the weight cut was a lot harder than the last time. And so instead of like having to run and stuff like that to get the weight down, I just showed up and would do my normal practices and then weigh in. One match short, nobody ever wants to wrestle and come up one match short. But for me, I wasn't too emotional. I knew I wrestled as hard as I could. I remember sending out a heartfelt message to my teammates, just like, I get to compete day 2 once my guy made it all the way to the finals. I was like, I get to compete day 2, I'm gonna wrestle my matches, and I'm gonna leave it all out there because you guys are worth it. After the tournament was over, the IOC was conducting the vetting process to decide, which AIN athletes were eligible and weren't eligible. And it took a while, but they got the job done. They finished I'll say early July, dropping that information and stuff. But I was training the whole time, just kind of getting ready for, if the opportunity came my way. When the news broke, I was just like, wow, something good is happening to me right now. And, it just had this little snowball effect, which is good news. It's like a ship ready to sail, right? I was just sitting there and docked up, and, I finally got my official letter from UWW, and that anchor got lifted up and we can set sail, It's like all that hard work that I was doing leading up to it is worth it. So that entire time I was just like training in the morning and then fishing in the afternoon, just to kind of fight the anxiousness and anxiety of it all. Cause it's just like, I wanted this so bad, not just for myself, but, for USA Greco, for a world-class athlete program, WCAP, and then my family and friends too, all the people who supported me. What appeared to be like a door closed was actually like a door a little creaked open. It was a little light still shining out my door to go to the Olympics. So me becoming the 16th wrestler to represent our team makes us have the most wrestlers competing at the Olympic Games. So it's huge for, not just USA Greco, but USA Wrestling. So for the Greco portion of things, I always call myself the leader of USA Greco. So now I get to go out there and lead my team. It's just great that this is the biggest stage in sports and Kamal Bey gets to represent. I'm extremely calm right now, but I'm the type of person who likes it when the lights come on. I love huge crowds. I don't get nervous in front of people. I've been on big stages, but it's just another opportunity to wrestle. Just like a rich history of great athletes being able to compete at the best, against the best. Like Adam Wheeler, TC Danzler, of course, Spencer Mango, Oscar Woods, so many great athletes, Ben Provisor, and the list goes on and on. These guys are great. Thank you, USA Wrestling. Thank you, Team USA. Thank you, USOTC, for everything. You guys have been nothing but the best support, and I hope I get it done out there in Paris. I'm gonna bring a fight. So while I'm training, I'm going out there trying to, make my partners better as well as myself. And then while I'm competing, I'm going out there and I'm trying to win everything I can win. Everybody knows who's ever wrestled Greco-Roman, it's a fight for 6 minutes. So I'm gonna go out there and give the best I have.